Oh, hit the 3 times. Bro, what's the most efficient way to make money on the game? It's a really hard question to answer because there's no exact best way because all of it is very luck dependent. Like there are a lot of ways, but um it's not like guaranteed, you know? Because then you also have to put money into the game before you can actually make a lot. And then you don't know if you're gonna get good returns or not. So it's kind of a hard question to answer. But I mean, what I can say is if you spend a lot of money, you'll make more money. But you also, you just can't spend money on the game and then also expect to make a lot of money because you have to play well too. So you have to learn how to do everything. So that takes a while. But there's like ways, you're starting out that you can make a little bit of money. But I mean, primarily it's probably going to be from bossing. That's where the majority of the money is going to come from. I mean, you can get a good idea of how much you can make if you just watch my latest video. It gives you an idea of how much you can make, but it's not like don't expect to be making that every week or uh like pretty consistently. We have an event going on right now too that gives us way more money. And if the price of NXPC drops as well, then you make even less money. So it's very hard to predict how much money you'll end up making in the long run. But I think if you treat it as like an investment like that, I think you might be disappointed. That's just my opinion though. I think a very underrated way to make money in this game is to flip items. I don't think enough people are trying to do that. They're trying to put too much emphasis on like trying to boss to get money, but I think flipping items you actually can make way more money and a lot quicker too. You just have to understand how the market works a little bit. God, I've been completely free to play for a week now, and I'm having a little trouble finding ways to start here to start progressing from here. Yeah, I mean it's pretty difficult to play as a free to play player. Honestly, this game isn't very free to play friendly. But in return, if you spend money on the game, it's not guaranteed that you'll make the money back. But your expected like return on investment is a lot higher than if you were to just play for free. And I know it's not a very fun experience, but in a way, this game is like you're pretty much encouraged to spend money because you can, it's like you're allowed to make money from it. Like it's part of the core gameplay. So, it's not very free to play friendly. But if you're looking for some ways to make money in the early game, I mean, it's really difficult, but like it's very inefficient because you're not really working on your main, but you can make link skill characters for people. It takes like 2 days or so to do. But then they sell for like at least like $35, and then that can get you like some stuff. But it's I wouldn't say it's the most fun thing to do, and takes a long time too. Other ways is you can maybe do some party quests and get lucky. And other than that, it's just getting lucky on like Zakum raffles, right? Not really anything too crazy that you can do. It's just very hard to make money as a free to play player. Because think about it this way, there's also hundreds of other people that are looking to play this game for free, and they're in the exact same position as you. And just how the game works, your rewards are just going to be like it's all RNG basically. Nothing is guaranteed in this game. Like even getting stronger in this game isn't really guaranteed. The only thing that makes it like higher, you have higher odds, is to spend more money or get lucky. It's pretty much those two options. But if everything was guaranteed in this game, like you're guaranteed to make X amount of money, then the game wouldn't last for more than like half a year even, because like you just look at what happened with Axie, you're pretty much guaranteed as long as you win to make a set amount, and it just creates inflation. So as a game as it is now, it's structured in a way where there's supposed to be a limited amount of items and stuff like that, but in return, it just makes it that anyone that's trying to play the game or get into it, they have to spend some sort of money eventually. Like it's very unfriendly towards free to play players. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. It's just it's how the game is designed. Like you're expected to spend a little bit of money. But, I mean, you can be free to play. It's just like ass. That's it. Actually, something I do want to share is the majority of the money I've made from this game so far has not been from boss drops. It's been from flipping items. Because I bought a bunch of items in the beginning of the game, and then I was able to pretty much flip them for what the current prices are, and I made way more money doing that than actually playing the game so far. But most of the profits I have has gone back into like buying stuff for my character or enhancing my character. I think it's very underrated. Just no one does it enough, I think. Like you go back to how MapleStory was ran back in the day. Like people used to merch for their money. They wouldn't really be able to pay for it. They had to play the market. And I think a lot of people aren't really doing that right now. Just think about it this way, like the item supply is limited, but there's a higher drop rate this week. So there are some items I think are undervalued. And once the drop rates gets lower again, the price of those items likely will go up. And you can flip those items. Yo, what's up, King? Long time no talk, bro. Hope you're doing well. I know you mentioned like Raven Quest, I believe the game was the other day, and I looked at the game and I was like, oh, I thought it was like a 3D game. I agree completely. Also, to fully take advantage, I feel like you need to understand how the items are relevant in the game. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of like understanding what items are very valuable. For example, like I bought a bunch of pink bean belts at the beginning of the game, and now they're around like 4.5 mil. Well, it's like there's a lot of opportunities to flip items in the game. I just don't think enough people are really taking advantage of it. Damn, you had a wedding, bro? I hope you had a good time. That's a, that's a pretty long wedding. Must have gone pretty far then. Trying to grind as much as I can because I want to hit 214 hopefully by the next reset after this one. And then that way I'll be doing a little bit more damage to Lotus and Damien. Maybe I can start duoing. Yeah, it was fire how I've been sticking it easy the past few days. That's good, man. Are you still playing MapleStory yet? I feel like the game is a little different than at the beginning. It's kind of like crazy right now with the event going on. Yeah, I've just been doing all my daily boss and all my meals. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I feel like the daily bosses are pretty good right now, but a lot of people are starting to clear the bosses. So some of the drops on those, they like they don't drop as frequently. But I've been getting lucky. I've been hitting the Ifia rings on Von Leon. I believe I hit two so far, and then I hit a wand too. Von Leon is a very consistent money printer for me. On topic of flipping items, could it be a good idea to buy like Zackham homes or other starting gear, enhancing them with decent good potential to sell them back? I mean, it's a strategy you can do. I don't know if that's a very viable option because you also have to find someone that's willing to pay for those items. So it just depends, maybe. Because I think that at least in my opinion, like you might be able to find a buyer, but I don't know how much they would be willing to pay for it because since it's a beginner item, you're gonna be targeting players that are a lot weaker and probably aren't willing to spend as much money on the game. So you probably can't really flip it for that much. But I mean, there's potential in doing it. I don't know if it's the right move though. Yeah, the Zac drop feels less for sure. Been running like 10 characters, 8 no weapon drops. Yeah, it's like 1% or something if you get into the raffle. So those are very inconsistent now to make money. But I mean, if you hit one weapon, then it's like 800K or something, right? Sometimes more. Whenever I feel like you're enhancing any like cheap gear, like Exacrum Home or whatever, like that's just to get your foot off the ground. Really, it's really hard. I don't really know if there's a lot of value in flipping the item. It just allows you to get more stats to do damage. Yeah, depending on class, you can ROI one day off a Zap meal you buy. Dude, that's yeah, you just gotta get lucky, right? I feel like right now there's just a lot of lower level people going into the game, so and everyone can do Zac too. It's just so hard to hit. Let me see like the drop rate. I think I got into Zac Ruffle. Yeah, I got into 3, but I mean the win rate is not even 1%. And then I mean those are not good odds for me. Yeah, luck always. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you can't really consistently think you'll always get items guaranteed, especially as the game progresses and more players get strong. Your odds just get worse. That's why I always feel like weird telling people like if they should invest or not into the game. It's hard because I don't want to tell them like, oh yeah, you gotta invest this amount of money, but then just know that if you do that, you might not even be doing the boss that well because you gotta learn the boss and stuff. And on top of that, other people could get strong as well, and your odds get worse. So it's hard to say. I'd rather have them just make that decision on their own and figure it out themselves. I low key think people should free to play set up NASO and buy high level character before thinking about investing outside capital. Yeah, I mean, I think there are a lot of ways to strategize on the best way to approach this game for sure. It's also hard for me to give people advice if they're free to play because I am not free to play at all. I really am not. So when people ask me like any advice for free to play, I don't really know what to tell them. I'm like the opposite of free to play. Yeah, I feel like, there are definitely people out there that will probably give way better advice. Like I'm pretty sure you know more about you know, that type of stuff than me probably. I can just help people with like, stuff that I'm familiar with. So I reset today. The goal is to try to reroll or enhance these Abso gloves. 'Cause I do believe that right now I am currently one of the only ones with the item. There's one other guy, but he's kind of done enhancing. I don't know if he's gonna push any further. That's the goal. What we're gonna do a reset. Try to get these to a really good usable state. Well, I think one of the problems right now is the NASO to USD rate is pretty unstable. So hard to say what. Yeah, exactly. That's also like another thing I also talked about is like, when you invest money in this game, like you don't know if like the amount of money you make today is going to be the same amount tomorrow because of how like just the NASO slash NXPC works. It's been going up down, but mostly down. So you're just looking at it like that. Like I don't really think you have like the most amazing odds. And also, there's just a lot of like small problems that this game needs to fix before I think, um, you know, just like with like the hacker problem and stuff like that, it's definitely ruining a lot of the newer players' experience. But I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like if the game is like just consistently putting out good updates and stuff like that, I think that the price can eventually stabilize out or even grow, but it just depends. I want her stat better for Bishop. Um, I asked my bishop friend, he said staff is better, but I don't know because I don't know because I don't know how the attack speed stuff works in this game as well. But generally, from what I've been hearing, is staff is better. I know staff is better in GMS, but I don't really know how the attack speed stuff works in this. It might be like worse now, but better later. Staff has higher base damage. Yeah, it has like slightly better stats. But I've asked like at least 2 people, and they said staff. So I'm assuming it's staff. I don't play mages either. I just know that they usually go staff. I mean, like regardless of whatever one you get, I feel like it doesn't matter unless you have like a endgame item or something. And I would try to get the staff. Yeah, it's not that big of a difference. One is cheaper. Actually, I think one might be cheaper, but actually the other day I saw that staff was cheaper for one of the sets. I was like, oh, maybe people just don't know, or maybe it's like I don't know. I think people just don't know. Like, someone's giving advice to someone, and they're saying to buy the one. I think, but I think in the Fafnir shop or like the CRA shop, only the staff has been bought so far. So pretty sure it's staff. Like, I mean, like a person that's spending that much money probably wants the staff, I think. So right now, there's like a really big KSing guild. They're called 91BO. I mean, they've just been targeting all Limelight members or something. They just go in the map and they just KS for like nonstop. And I don't know if they're botting or macroing, but a lot of people say they look suspicious with the way they play the game. But it's just been crazy because like these guys just come into the map and just start KSing and don't say a word. Like, it's so weird. Like, why would you even do that? Like, thankfully, I don't train at the most popular map anymore. I found a better rotation, but like dealing with that is so annoying. Apparently, they're Chinese guild too, so I don't know what's going on there. Bro, yeah, the old Maple Courtesy is not in MSU. Yeah, I feel like everyone kind of don't give a fuck. I mean, I feel like it's just a waste of both people's time, you know? If you just start chaosing out of nowhere, it's like you wasting both of our times. Because then both of us get worse rates. Like, I don't know. It's just too much time for not too much, like too much effort. I feel like. What's the method to get the 100-day pet? Like, I think I buy the pet box using the Florin coin, but I don't know which box. Oh, are you talking about the U mushroom? So the U mushroom, you can only get that from the Pioneer test. Basically, if you were able to complete all the tasks, then you're able to receive one of the coupons pretty much for free. So there's no way to realistically get that anymore. You just have to buy it. But from the pet boxes, you just get like regular pets, like the ones that I have, but they have a small chance to have like a good skill on them. But I think that the 100 pet thing is like it's pretty expensive now. When I was telling people to buy it, it was like 20 bucks. Now it's like maybe 80 bucks or something. It's pretty expensive. Oh, but I think that when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll give away my 100 day because I still have it. I haven't sold it. I'm waiting for me to get 1,000 subscribers and I'll do a giveaway. But I haven't hit it yet, so you guys gonna have to wait a little bit. Also, I think that the Florin event is ending soon. I have so many, I just don't touch it because I'm either one lazy to sell it or two I don't know, I'm gonna hold it for whatever. Maybe they come out with better raffle boxes or something, like new cosmetics or something like that. And I'll save it for then. Honestly, I'm wondering what they're going to do next week because in this event it's going to end next week, like about a week from now. I'm really hoping they like hype up something like small or something. I hope it's just not like like a dry like week after that or something. I think they got to keep it pushing. You think that purified chaos? I can't pronounce that. Energy price will go down. Uh, I think so. You look at the raffle. See, there are 136 people in the Vellum raffle. That means there's gonna be like over 200 just in the just from this alone, and then 259 for Queen, 268 for Clown, and 283 for Bonbon, right? So there's gonna be like almost 1,000 out in the wild. Like I don't see why those wouldn't go down. I think that they're going to go down. But also you look inside the shop for like the CRA stuff. I mean, I'm thinking that they like if they go down a lot, they're just gonna get instantly bought out. I mean, I don't know. Okay, like either you have to instantly sell it and hopefully you get a high price, or you maybe get lucky and wait in the middle of the week and then the prices go back up. Because recently at reset, it's like kind of like a toss up between like I think like most people they just like giggle floor their items, and then later throughout the day it's just goes back up. Or waiting till next week just before reset. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the best like approach is. Like it's probably like fine to sell it, but I don't know. It's hard to say. But there's gonna be so many next week for sure. And I think that um but it's funny because even if they get the CRA items, they're so expensive to enhance. What do you think comes first between adding more classes like Signal Sign or straight up releasing a fit job? 100% they were gonna release more classes before a fifth job. They just it just makes more sense in terms of like power scaling because if they release Cygnus Fit Job and then Cygnus Knights, they're missing out on a lot of systems that make sense in terms of like the way they want to scale the power in this game. Because like we should be getting our links legions done relatively like have it more completed, and then you release Fit Job and it makes everything like way more hype. I think and just way better game balancing. if you release Fit Job right now, the game balancing would be so bad because, every single player pretty much can be using like pretty much dog shit gear, and they can clear Lotus and Damien like very very easily. So they're not gonna try to give us any of that power until like way later when a lot more of the items get farmed out. The overall power level of uh the server gets higher, then it would make more sense to release Fit Job at that point because then players that come in that are new just don't have the same odds of hitting good items as people that spend money on the game. What level account for Link? 70 and 120. So 120 is the one you want to get to, but 70 is where you get the first like level for the Link. I mean, I want Fifth Job to come out too, guys. It would make the game so much more fun. It's just from a balancing perspective. Right now, it just doesn't make sense. And also, just in general, the classes right now they're balanced so badly. So you know, the game would be way more fun, but I think they need to wait a little bit, like at least like half a year or even a full year. And the thing that they really need to do is they need to release way more classes like way faster. That's why I think next week I wouldn't be surprised if we got like a content update with more classes or something. Because if they're gonna like be really slow dripping us content like this, I don't know. Like I think that the game is just not as exciting to play when we get more stuff like more classes and things like that. I think the game will grow way faster, especially because like we already have all that stuff inside GMS. It's not like they need crazy development time for it. And more classes means like more links for our characters and stuff like that. So we get a little stronger too. It benefits everyone. Benefits people that want to play those classes as their main. Benefits people that want to farm links for people so they make a little bit more money. I agree. Fifth job is pretty stale in comparison to post. Yeah, fifth job basically makes the game like way more fun. The bosses just are way better to design later on, anyways. And every class has, I don't know. I just think that every class is just way more fun. But I don't think they're gonna add it anytime soon. I mean, right now, like already we have people clearing like Lotus Damien. Some people are already clearing Lotus solo, Damien in duo. So like, we're gonna start seeing like we're gonna need to start seeing like harder bosses soon because people are already starting to clear everything by themselves. I had a level 230 hero in GMS. I really loved the fit job on it. Can't wait until they release it. But I agree that they probably should take their time. Yeah, for the balancing, they should take their time for fit job. But I mean, it just sucks because the game is less fun, Because like, yeah, I agree. Like classes like heroes, they excel so much more inside fit job because like their kit is just really nice. They get good iframe, they get really good burst, and the class is just way better in fit job. But right now they kind of just whack the boss and don't really do anything else. Like and we get like buying it, yeah, pretty much, yeah, yeah. Like it's just decent sharp price, yeah. Like it just makes the game way better. But I don't know. I think they're gonna take their time on that. Like we still need to see Legion. We still need to see more links. Like I want more characters to come out. They also shouldn't do like one character at a time. They should be doing like all Cygnus Knights, all heroes, something like that. Can you quickly show your stats, bro? Right now I'm like 14k, but I don't have my pendant on. I'm around 15k though. With the pendant on, I'm around 15k. If you want to look at my equips, you can just go to the navigator. It's probably way more clean to look at everything. I made some pretty good upgrades last week, so I'm pretty juiced now. Like, it's pretty hard for me to make any more gains. It's just working on the bonus potentials, but that shit is so expensive. I'm probably just gonna not do it. What is currently the strongest player running around? It's probably Keto, but his gear is good, but he's playing a shit class. He's probably the most juiced in terms of like his potentials. His potentials are insane. Did you sell any items for real money from farming last week? I mean, usually if I sell anything, I just put it back into my character or I hold it. Right now, I have so much money because I just sold a bunch of stuff. So I mean, yeah, I don't really count how much I make from the game. It just whatever happens happens. I'm really bad at that type of stuff. I also want your opinion on what the best boss are between the classes that we have right now with their forts. Right now, if we're just talking about solo bossing, I think the top three is Shadower is number one. I think Ice Lightning or Buck is number two, and those are interchangeable. But I think for sure Shadower is number one. I don't even think that's a debate. And if someone is debating me, then I would like to hear their opinion. You know. But I mean, every single class in this game is viable. It's just some require way more funding, or they just have a harder time doing the boss. Just Shadower just can negate half of the boss's like bullshit in this game. Like even like the shitter bosses. Like for example, Arcarium is pretty much impossible to do on a lot of classes, but Shadower is one of the classes that can do it like relatively early on because they have smoke screen. But if you're talking about party bossing, I think party bossing. I mean, Shadow is still good in party bossing, but there's some other good classes. Is Paladin, Bishop. Bishop is really good in party bossing. Um, and I think Buck is also really good. I feel like Shadow is so good also because there's no burst meta yet. Yeah, pretty much it's just DPM meta, you know. So it doesn't really don't really like matter if you have a good burst or anything. I think FP Mage is underrated low key. You know, I don't know much about mages, so it's very hard for me to give my opinion on them. But I can see them being sleeper. No doubt about that. What is your opinion about all the hackers? I mean, they gotta fix that, right? I mean, this is really bad for the game, no matter what. They need to fix that, but it's really hard to get around that. You know, hackers will always be in the game. It's just they need to do their best to try to stop them. Do you think the price will increase of the bow characters when they start stopping the hackers? Probably. I mean, supply and demand. You know, I think for sure they will at least go up. You bought around 30 to 40 level 120 bow characters for 3 to 4 each. I would just hold on to those. I mean, they're so cheap, right? Just hold on to them. I think they'll go up. Like, I mean, you don't really got much to lose, right? But I would be careful though, because we don't really know how they're punishing the people that buy those characters. I don't think that they should ban people that buy the characters. You know, it's not really your fault. You're just doing what the market's giving you, you know, and it's an open market, so you shouldn't really get in trouble for that. I just know how Nexon is sometimes. They don't really make the best decisions, but I would just be a little careful. That's it. Which belt is better for endgame right now? Oh, I mean the golden clover belt's good. I'm using this one because it's too expensive for this one to enhance. This one is the best one, or the enraged Zakum belt. But I mean, this one is good enough in my opinion. If you get an enraged Zakum belt, that's also usable. Like it's a little bit better because of the flames, but I mean, like get your hands on one or the other. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. For now, I'm using this belt because it's too expensive to enhance the pink bean belt. But I mean, I'm probably gonna do it eventually. I think that's actually one of the things I can do for like relatively not really easy, but they are gains. I'll probably do that. Like I don't know if I really need the damage. Right now, I need damage, but I'm trying to be smart with how I spend my money because I might be looking to try to upgrade to Absolab here. So I'm just trying to save the money up for now. Maybe I'll pick it up, maybe I won't. It just depends on how expensive it is. If the price is right and I have enough money I made from bossing and stuff like that, then I'll look to maybe buy it. But other than that, it's like it's hard to say. See, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like it's not even that bad in my opinion to use like a placeholder belt because I mean the belt is just so expensive to do right now. It's like 120 for the black cube, right? Let's see, like 120 for the black cube, 130 for the black cube, and I feel like I mean the cubing might go down a little bit next week, or not next week, but the week after. So we're trying to be as patient as possible. Do you foresee the prices of all items in the marketplace go down next week as well? I was thinking it might after the event ends. I feel like what I think is going to happen is so later today, because in today's reset, right? So once reset happens in 2 hours or so, I think everything is going to get like giga jittered, like extremely dumped because there's going to be so much supply into like the game. So I think that, if you want to pick up anything, that is probably the time to do so if you are planning to play this game for a long time. Um, but in terms of the future, it's hard to say. I think that after this event, the rates for all the items should go down, and in theory, like that means there's less supply and stuff like that, right? That means the price of everything is going to go up as long as the game is a fun and good game. The only thing that I think will be hard to get is like the end game gear stuff, like the Absolabs. I think right now CRA is actually not really hard to get anymore, right? Because literally like over 300 parties have already cleared like a lot of CRA. So I think CRA you're gonna see it a lot more often, but they're still gonna be priced high because of just how good that item is. Do you get better odds at boss travel at higher levels since there's less people doing them? Yeah, you get way better odds because um I mean it depends on the boss, but yeah, you do get better odds because if you are in the raffle, let's say, like for example, I'll show you. Um like let's say for example, like this raffle, right? There's 114 people in it. That means my current win rate is 72%. So, I have lower odds of actually winning the raffle even though I'm inside it. But for example, like for example, like the CPAP, right? Since only 7 people are in this raffle, since this boss isn't cleared by too many people, then it's way easier to, get guaranteed win. But you still have to like get inside the raffle in the first place. I mean, ideally, you always want to be trying to push the hardest bosses as you can, as possible, so you get the better rewards. And trying to do them with less people is even better. But I do want to show you guys something. So yesterday, my friend, he's not a new player, but he's experienced. Like he's experienced, but he's not really well funded. But I'm just gonna show you guys what like a player can do with like relatively lower funding. You don't need your character to be giga juice to start doing some of the harder content, right? So he's a 183 paladin, and he has about 4.5k strength. That's not that much. You really think about it. His legendary ability is good, but if we look at his pots, everything is basically just standard one line of whatever, right? Like this isn't an insanely funded character at all. Right? His beat pots are like relatively okay, and then his pots are just like they're usable. And I think he told me he didn't really spend that much money on everything because he brought his account over from the beta, so enhancing would cost like some sort of money, but he was able to solo everything up to easy sickness, and he got these drops just from easy sickness, and now he's going to start funding his character way more. But just I just want to like kind of say like it goes to show that if you kind of know what you're doing, you can do a lot of bosses way earlier on than I say you can. It's just gonna require a lot of skill, you know? Also, I think that Paladin just in general is a very underrated class. It has a bind, it's so easy to play. Like it's pretty much dummy proof. You just have to be able to survive. I don't know. I think that Paladin is so underrated. There are people that have been requesting for a Paladin that is unfunded to go join their Damien run because he has a bind and they can be unfunded and you have a super small chance to hit, some Absolab stuff. I think that it's such an underrated class, but I don't know. I think no one wants to play it. Come on, give me the two times. Oh, I have no more. Maybe I just stop at the at 1.7. My pendant of the spirit is running out too, so I'm trying to train as much as I can. It runs out like later today. Stopping. Also, if anyone wants a gear review, then just put in your IGN and I'll see if I can help you out. Can you review mine? Yeah, I'll review yours. Okay, I mean, you're just starting out, right? So 141 bishop, 1k stat. Do you have a budget in mind how much you want to spend, or are you completely free to play? I think that would kind of give us an idea of what to do with your account. I was thinking about spending another 200, 300 USD max. Okay. I mean, I feel like where you're at in the game right now, if you want to only spend $200 to $300, hmm, I gotta look at the price of neophyte accessories. Because since you're not trying to look to spend too much on the game, maybe you try to go the cheaper route. Let's see. I mean, how much is this in USD though? 37 bucks. Okay, these are a little expensive. I mean, it's pretty tough right now to get any other items because they're just so expensive. But if I were to do any upgrades, it would just be upgrading the secondary. I think that one is worth doing, even if you gotta pay for it. The secondary and the weapon, right? Because you have these two already. Um, I think this is like the most value. And then the rest of your items, you just have to either one, just earn any type of money that you earn in the game. You just have to try to eventually work towards it because you already have Von Leon said, which is good. Um, but I mean, like, if you're a free to play player, you just have to earn everything in game. But if I were to work on anything, it would be the secondary and the weapon. Since you already have those two items, it's like you're chilling. It's just everything else is just you can't really do much about that. You either pay for it or you work towards it. This one, yeah, you eventually get this, so it's not an issue. Is buying a silver blossom ring worth? I was thinking about getting that and the secondary weapon. Is it this already? You already have a secondary weapon, no? is this a third? Oh, level 30. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah, you should get the secondary weapon. I think it shouldn't be that bad, right? Yeah, that was my bad. I thought it was the secondary weapon. Yeah, but the secondary is probably the most worth thing to buy in terms of price. I don't know which one it is. The white book, right? How much does it cost? 4.1. I mean, this one is for sure worth it. You should 100% pick this up. This is probably your biggest gain. I'll look at how much a silver emblem is right now. Yeah, I'll check yours after. I'm just going to help my man's out first. I mean, this is also an option. Maybe wait for it to go down more, but you know, this is also another option you can pick up. It's very, very cheap to enhance. Maybe like I don't know, it's extremely cheap to enhance. So you can pick this up for cheap, then I think it's worth it. Since you don't have that much money to work with. But pick up the secondary 100% for sure. I think that is probably the biggest thing you can do, and then work on maybe getting these two to um epic slash unique. Maybe this one for epic because it's very expensive right now. You can just leave this also at 3% magic attack if it's too expensive for you. Also for this, you have it at 10 stars. Do 11 stars. It's guaranteed, and you get a little bit more damage. Also, you gotta work on your pots a little bit. You can use occult cubes. Just get 6% in or 3% in on everything. I know you probably use these to reveal, but you can use occult cubes too to just get 3% in. Like this is fine. And then since you have this at epic already, you can do 6%. Yep. I mean, you have small gains you can make. It's just nothing too crazy you can do because you can't purchase anything. But with the setup you have right now, you can just optimize everything very, very little. All right, Spinner, I'm gonna check you out now. All right, Spinner, 180 Shadower, 4.2k stat with 47 defense ignored. Yeah, no problem, man. Hope you enjoyed the gear review. 47 defense ignored. Okay, I'm assuming right now you're on your mobbing page, so that is very low, but I'll check your gear. I mean, this is good. Legendary ability is good. Let's take a look at your pots. Oh, okay, we gotta work on that. This is ass. This is horrible. This is also ass. Okay, so easy gains, we can make it ready. If you don't have money, then I get it, right? But just in terms of potentials, you want to try to probably get this to legendary. I'll check the price actually right now to see like how cheap it is, right? If it's cheap, then you should be working on that ASAP. That was probably your biggest gain in damage. Where's it? This one. Okay, let's take a look at the price. All right. I mean, 20, 20k is not the worst. But if you can get this to legendary, it would help you a lot. Um, that is something I would 100% try to prioritize is to try to get that to legendary because you're missing out on a lot of stats because of it, especially ignore enemy defense. You need at least, in if you're looking at just all of your equipment, it's you need at least 3 lines total. And right now you don't have any. This one is really just horrible because you don't want luck on your secondary. You want at least percent attack or boss. At epic, you can't get it any boss. So, at least try to get percent attack. And then same thing as your weapon right here. It's really not that good. 6% damage is not really good. You want either percent attack and then an IED line. You realistically your biggest gain is just getting all these three to legendary. Or okay, get this one to legendary, and maybe these two you can keep at unique. Ideally, you eventually work towards legendary on the secondary, but you're just missing a lot of ignore enemy defense, boss percentage, attack percentage. because those give you the most amount of damage out of everything, right? And they're the cheapest. They're really cheap to enhance to compared to everything else for the amount of damage they give. The weapon is going to be more expensive, but it's something you can work on later on. Just work on the secondary and the emblem for now. Everything else is probably fine, right? It's 10 star, 11 star, like it's completely fine. Like, yeah, your gear is just fine. It's just these three actually. And if you get these three up to a good level, you can easily do easy Cygnus and maybe even do Chaos Zakum. Like you're not that weak. You just need to fix these three things. You have no IED at all, so you do negative damage to the boss. All right. I'll help out the next man's. Who is next? Let's see. All right, last you gotta put in your IGN and then I'll help you out. But right now I'll help out Tyranny. Yeah, no problem. All right, we also got another Shadower. I think everyone plays Shadower because of me, right? I say it's OP. All right, I'll help out this man's, then I'll got Cerberus and then Frankie. All right, I need to double check on this. This might be good. This might not be good. I have to double check, but I think it's good. So just keep that for now. Let's take a look at your gear though. Let me double check. 78 defensive norm. Okay, that's pretty good. 5.3k. We're in a pretty good spot. Let me see. Let's see what you can work on though. Okay, this is good. This is decent. This is decent. Okay, this is also okay ish. Okay, and I'm guessing everything else is just um like 6% luck and stuff, right? Oh, this is a good hat. Good boots. Okay, so this is like kind of like a budget build, basically, right? So I think your biggest gains right now, since everything is already pretty good in potentials, it's really cheap, you know? Like for you right now, the biggest gain is fixing the potential on this one. This potential is good, but ideally you want it to be legendary, right? And I know that you're getting a lot of crit rate from the um the potentials on this, but ideally you want to have this like a legendary and then try to get like boss IAD or something like that because when you have three line usable on your secondary and your weapon, it's there's a lot of value in it because you just get like the best lines in the game. And also your secondary is really nice to work on because this lasts you forever. So I would always spend as much as I can on the secondary to make it really, really good. Also for the B pot on this, ideally you want to get like, percent attack on this, like 6% attack. This is okay for now because it gives you crit rate and a little bit of damage. So it's okay to keep, but it's something you want to eventually work towards to replace anyways, right? Let me check your gloves though. Okay, so the gloves right here, actually, you have 99 on luck, right? Actually, this is not the best potential you can have because at least if you're solo bossing, the best potential you can have at unique is decent sharp eyes. It'll give you more stats than the luck will. It is a little bit weird because 18 luck seems like a lot, but the decent sharp eyes should give you 8% critical damage, and that should be roughly equivalent to like 36% stat or something like that. It's not um yeah, it's not exactly better like this. So the decent sharp eyes will also give you more crit rate, so you can roll off of the crit rate for this. So that's just the two first things you can do. I think is maybe work towards this for legendary, but this one is a very easy fix. You can just get this to decent sharp eyes very easily. And then for the weapon, it's like a toss up, right? Also for this, roll off the B pot on this, try to get percent attack is way better. But it's a toss up. If you want to keep this weapon and use it for a long time, then you can push it towards legendary. But if you feel like you're gonna replace it with something better, like Von Leon, I would try to get a Von Leon, um, at least. Or you can also go Necromant. Actually, no, I would go Von Leon in your situation. Um, because you can get the weapon to 17 star and that will give you way more damage and you also don't feel as bad to try to put more into it, right? Yeah, but other than that, everything else is pretty good. It's just fixing the secondary, the glove, and then everything else is you want to just push it to unique, right? Like it's pretty good. Like your account looks really strong. You just fixed like a few things and you can start doing harder bosses. Actually, right now where you're at, you could probably do like some of the harder content, I feel like. All right, I actually got a lot of requests, so I probably have to try to speed through this, guys. So I cannot go super in depth. Oh shit. All right, Severus, I'm doing yours next. I'm new at the game. What item should I prior or roll potential first? I have full set necrophy accuracy bossing. Do the weapon, secondary, and emblem if you have them. But do the secondary if you have it, and then the emblem because it's the cheapest. All right, we got 179 bishop. We got 1.5k int. Okay, the buff duration is good. Good. It's a good start. Do we have a budget in mind? Se- Severus, we have a budget in mind. If not, then I can just tell you some of the things you need to prioritize right now. I would try to get the secondary. That's probably the oh you said everything in the first message. Oh sorry, I didn't read it. Oh, free to play sign drops buying clips, but not sure I'm buying the right ones. Oh, got it. Okay. Um, so I think for you, the one thing I would prioritize, you actually have pretty good boss accessories right now. I would just prioritize the secondary. That's the biggest thing. And then other than that, like your gear is not bad. You just gotta get it to a reasonable potential. But for your actual equipment, you have to decide what kind of route you want to go. You can either go like the really cheap bootleg route where you get like Necromancer and then you go the Zakum hat and the Balrog shoes, like how the previous guy had it. That's actually not a bad option if you want to progress and get stuff done relatively early on. Just know that the damage caps out. So you can either go that build or you can go like full Necromancer or you can go full Von Leon, right? It just depends on how much you want to spend because right now Von Leon is extremely expensive to spend. So as a free to play player, don't expect to be able to do the harder bosses until later on because it costs way more to fund. So if you want to do bosses earlier, then go the cheaper route. So go like Necromancer, But other than that, like it's just you gotta work on the on getting the secondary. I think that's the biggest thing you need to do right now. Because I showed the other guy it was like 4.5 mil or so, but it's one of the best ones you do because you keep it forever. But yeah, I think where you're at right now, you're not even doing that bad. You just gotta fix these pots if you want to make them usable, just to intelligence. All right. All right, I gotta go through all of them. So I'm sorry if I don't spend as much time on your character. It's just we got a lot more requests today. All right, Frankie, let's see what you got. What are you? Paladin, okay. 3.1k strength. I'm not sure if this is good. Maybe you gotta roll that past this, but um, I think boss damage percent is better. Yeah, no problem, guys. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, this is a decent pot. Look at the weapon. Damn, what the fuck, bro? Okay, the issue is you don't have any IED. I think that's kind of why it's a little weird. Um, but I'll take a look at the rest of your stuff. I mean, your gear is good, right? It's good. It's just right now you're in a weird position where you're in a weird position where you don't have any boss or any ignore enemy defense. Your pots are actually not the worst, right? Because this is 21 and this is also 21 for attack. Um, the B pot on this you might be able to change, but I think that I know that it's kind of ass because you might have to do it, but it's really just the emblem, right? if you get the emblem, then you can get IED, and then you can start doing a lot of bosses. Because right now, you're kind of held back by the fact that you don't have any ignore enemy defense at all, and that makes you do like way less damage, right? So like the pots are you're like in a really weird position because you either re-roll the secondary and try to hit some IED lines, but then you roll off something that is pretty decent already. Like I think the better option would be to get the emblem, but I know that's not very realistic for some people because it's so expensive. But I mean that is the biggest thing you can do. Either that or you just roll off this and try to hit something like boss IED or something like that so you can get your IED up. I think Paladin is nice because they don't even need that much IED. It's just they only need like 2 lines because they get some innate IED. But other than that, it's for your pots, I mean, it's not bad at all, really. It's just, getting some of it to unique, like some of the neophytes probably a little cheaper to get to unique. Get this to decent sharp eyes. Your B pots are decent enough, like, they're good enough, where they're at. It's just mostly the emblem, really. What pot should I get on the emblem? I believe you wanna get at least 2 IED. I think 2 IED, and then your pots are perfect, for the emblem, and then, get the B pot to, like, percent attack or whatever. I mean, you can even get the silver emblem if you don't really got money like that, it's completely fine. Well, other than that, everything else is just getting everything a little stronger, and then maybe look for upgrades way later in the future. But I mean, your account's looking pretty good. It's just the emblem. All right, dude, who's next man's Dark Warlock? Level 200 Bishop. Okay, my man's is high level, 6K in. How you level 200 with 6K in? What the fuck is this? This is lucky. Okay, I mean, let's look at your weapon emblem secondary first. All right, your biggest gain is getting off this shit. Off the fucking weapon, bro. Buy a Von Leon or something else. Oh, congrats on 200. Like, oh, actually, I have a question though. Are you mostly doing stuff in party or are you mostly doing stuff in by yourself? Because you're a bishop, like you really need a lot of damage to solo shit. I'm just being real with you. I've seen my friend, he's pretty funded and he does negative damage in the party or not by himself. So you're gonna need to fund a little bit more to get to a spot where you can, do some bosses. But I think that if I were you, I would at least try to work on that weapon, right? So the reason why this is not really that great, oh my gosh, actually, you have way too much IED too. I think. I mean, it's okay, but I think the biggest gain you can make is getting off this and trying to get like Von Leon. Or if you want to upgrade to a way better weapon, you then get the Fafnir. I know that's not obtainable for majority of people, but the Fafnir is good. Actually, one thing that's really nice right here is you have one, two, three, four, five. You have the potential to go 6 set on um on a Cygnus Knight set. So if you get the weapon or the shoulder, you get 30 boss, which is huge. I actually think that for you, it's not even that bad if you were able to somehow get the weapon. I think that my friend might be selling a weapon later on, but I don't know how much he's gonna sell it for. But I mean, I think I saw that the wand was around like 20 mil or something. But the weapon is, I feel like their biggest gain, because if if you were to work on anything right now, it's trying to just make as much money for the weapon because with the weapon, you probably make the biggest gains like out of everything. Like, your pots are finding where they are. It's just the weapon is holding you back. Yeah, yeah, I know it's 35 for the weapon less, but maybe try waiting for the reset today. I think there's gonna be so many in circulation and you already in a good spot. Like um I think just the weapon that's holding you back. I'll work on my ball up. Yeah, yeah. Try to get the fucking Cygnus weapon. You're gonna be fucking juiced after that. Best thank you. I'm almost had enough to get emblem. Just need to. Yeah, 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 yeah. The emblem is expensive, but you'll get there eventually. You know. Let's see. What the other guy's question is. Well, yo, what do you think about Corsair? Good or bad class for late? I think they're good. I mean, I don't think they're bad. I've seen some people be able to solo Siva with it, so it can't be bad at all. It's just not a class I would personally play because I feel like, just historically speaking, what I've seen from other people say is that the class is not very good later in the game, like a fit job and stuff. Like they're just not as good. Oh yeah, you can also do decent sharp eyes for sure. But also one thing I do want to add about your class though with Bishop is that since you have some innate IED, you can go like a little bit less IED than you might think. So the gloves, yeah, you can get these to unique. It's a very easy small fix you can do because it gives you 10% more crit rate. And I think you're very close to capping out on crit rate, right? So 10% extra will amplify how much crit damage you're doing. So it's definitely worth doing. I think that the decent sharp eyes, if you're soloing bosses, is a very good thing to do. And also, if you wanted like very very small gains, you can get everything to 11 stars. It's pretty much guaranteed. It doesn't give you that much damage, but I mean, it just gives you a little bit, right? Your gear's good. You just need to slowly enhance everything. Also, for the neophyte rings, since they're so cheap to do, I think that this one can go up even higher to unique, and eventually you want to push legendary, right? So this one is good for now, but this one you can get a little bit better. That's fine. This is good. Yeah, your gear's good. It's the weapon. You also you've been doing your flame dailies. You get the weapon, you can throw the flame on the weapon. It gives you so much damage. True, first work on weapon. Yeah, just the weapon and the glove. Those two I think are very very easy to do though. Like you know what to do. Anyone have any other requests? I gotta watch the video again. I forgot how to flame. I mean the flame is easy. You just go to enhance and then you flame your item. But if you're looking how to get flames, then yeah, just watch the video. Yeah, no worries. You're considering switching your bishop for shadow in order to do bosses. If you're looking to only solo boss, then shadower is probably better. But if you're looking for like long term investment, um, then bishop is good. Because right now I think that at least for me, right? I think that for me, since I like to do a lot of things with as little people as possible, I like doing stuff with Bishop and Paladin because they give a lot of support. They give me extra damage, and if the class is funded enough, then they're also contributing to the boss as well. But if you're looking to solo bosses, then you should play a different class. Bishop is really good though because later on in the future at fifth job, they become like pretty much needed in the majority of bosses. The issue is that nobody wants to party with me; they just want pure damage. Yeah, yeah, no, I get it, but it's because a lot of the later game bosses, like for example, like CPAP, right? CPAP Bishop is really nice in CPAP because you give support like Holy Magic Shell, um, and even in Lotus you give Holy Magic Shell. You also give final damage too. Like as a bishop, you still need to be like funded. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying like you're more wanted in parties. If your goal is to only do solo bosses or any of the early game content, then yeah, like you should be playing like a better class. Yeah, I saw your class video about how Bishop is good. Uh yeah, I think Bishop is good though. Like it's just not very good by themselves. But you know, I try to consider them as an investment as well when I made that video because I think that they are the best class to invest in because later down the line you will need to do content in a party and bishops just straight up gives the whole party more damage than any other class. It's just that good. It's just right now where the game is at, bishop is not very good by themselves. That's it. I'd rather do bosses with people, to be honest. I don't need a solo. By the way, what level is fifth job? Fit job's low 200, so you're already at fit job. But you know, the content isn't out yet. Like I think Bishop gives like 10% or something like that final damage um to the whole party. So they give an insane amount of damage, you know? Yeah, yeah. I think that you should never sell your character unless you really, really need the money because you know you benefit from links and legion, right? It's just like the items on it, it might not feel as good to have it on that character. You can sell the items though. But I think as you know, you're investing into a character, you know, I think Bishop is just really good. It's just for the payoff to be worth it, it might be way later. But even now, like I'm telling you straight up right now, like my potential Lotus dual partner, he's a Bishop. Like and I think well he's also really juiced, but you know, I like running with him because I get a lot of extra support like with Door and I get Holy Magic Shell if we make a mistake. It's just really nice for that. I played since the game started. Took like a week off from grinding in between. Dude, I mean, like this game's a fucking grind, right? Like, like, as long as you're grinding every day a little bit, you'll make more progress than the majority of people. And Bishop has really good grinding too, so you know you can catch up really fast. Actually, at level 200, I would start. I wouldn't start trying to look for Lotus and Damien, but like, you know, keep an eye out because you know you guys can do those bosses like probably earlier than you think you can. I wish more people thought like you. Yeah, yeah, no, I get it. I think right now it's just a little bit tough because it's just you know, the game is so solo focused that I think a lot of people aren't valuing party play as much, which I understand, you know. But also it's just the fact that, you know, fifth job just in general just balances the game way differently and people value bishops like damage more than others. Okay, sorry. Hi when you are free, can you look at my gear? Uh IGN is okay. If sufficiently towards being able oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. I mean, you know, just play it every day, you know, and then you'll eventually progress. I mean, you want to switch class, I don't think it's a worst idea. Like I think Shadow is really OP, but you know, once Fit Job comes out, they even out pretty hard with the rest of the class. Are you talking about you see my equipment, so what you think I can go yet? Are you talking to one of the other guys? I'll look at your gear right now though. See. Well, you know, copy this. GC Ocean. Oh, marksman. Alright, let's take a look at man's right here. Oh, I mean, oh, are you doing stuff in a party? Because you can probably do all of CRA in a party, but not by yourself. You're pretty far from that. All right, I'll help my man's out here. Marksman 196, and we want to work towards CRA eventually. What's the most optimal path? I mean, the most optimal path is buying it out, right? Are you talking about equipment or the boss? I'm currently helping my bishop friend who I hope to deal with in CRA. I mean, you guys are pretty much there, but the uh the runs will be very hard. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, okay. Okay, this is not the I mean it's good, it's good, it's good. Okay, this is very good. Very, very good. Okay, the issue right now is you need IED, right? Because you don't got enough. Let me see what your IED is. 79. Oh, I mean it's actually with your actually with what you have right now, it's actually really good because since you're partying with the bishop, they give you IED, so your setup right now for CRA is really good. But let's see what other things we can work on. 666. I mean, you're eventually gonna try to get an eye accessory, right? Hmm. Right now, your biggest gains are like not really easy. It's getting the eye accessory, but you just really have to start pushing. There are two things I would consider doing. Okay, the first one is I would consider pushing everything to unique. Okay, unique, and then maybe try to go for big two line or two line. So it's just like like 6, 9, and 6. So you get 15 or get 12, right? That's one thing I would consider doing. And then the other thing I would consider doing is starting to slowly. Oh, this is a 16 star. That's really nice. Slowly start to work on not the potential, the star forcing on the rest of your gear. But this is going to be really expensive. That's why I'm kind of suggesting you do the uniques to double line first, and always roll with blacks. That way, if you end up getting lucky, maybe you can get one or two items to tier up to legendary. But I would do the this ring first. I think it's the cheapest, and then this one you definitely want to push to legendary. I think it's super cheap. But yeah, everything is just getting everything to unique now. I mean, your gear is pretty good, and then getting not the star forcing on everything else to 16 star, but that's really expensive. Why is black better? Okay, if you're rolling anything below unique, you should always roll blacks because you get a higher chance to tier up, right? So I want to explain to you guys, like, let's say that he's re-rolling like this item, right? And he only has he's looking for 9 and 5, let's say, for 9 decks and sorry, 9 and 6. So 9 decks on the first line and 6 decks on the second line, right? So because he's looking for that line and he's using the black cubes, he has a small chance to tier up. And if he happens to get lucky, then he gets the tier up. Oh yeah, you always want to go as long as it's below unique, even like no matter what. I mean, like, you should always roll blacks, unless the only time I would say you should not roll blacks is if you're using a cult cube. If you're using a cult cubes to try to either one, reveal the potential, or two, trying to hit 3% on everything. Or if it's already epic and you just want to get 6% dex. Been super unlucky cubing, keep hitting 12% dex. I mean 12 is fine. I would really focus more on the other lines. Like this one you can work on, this one you can work on. Like basically everything that's epic, you want to push it up to unique eventually. I mean, it's like really slow and small progression, but all these will give you like a little bit of damage every time you make those gains, right? Once everything is, two line at unique, it doesn't matter if it's 12%, um, then you can maybe look to push for the 16 star. But I would focus on a little bit of the beak pots too, a little bit maybe. Like try to get this to something a little bit better. Some of the B plots could use a little bit of min maxing, right? Actually, it might just be the shoulder. Yeah, the shoulder, just the shoulder, but it's not really that big of a deal. And then it's just a face accessory. Yep. I mean, you're in a good spot. You just need to get everything to unique two line. Always roll with blacks. Maybe you get one thing to legendary, and then 16 star the rest of the items. All right. Anyone else want a gear review? I mean, Man's is strong. If you get everything to 16 star and you get everything to two line unique, maybe you can solo some of CRA. I think that's around the power level my friends are at. So, and they're already starting to solo CRA. But they do have two neophyte rings, so there's also that. But I mean, I'm not really telling people to buy neophyte rings. It's too expensive. I see you mentioning one Star Force upgrade as a great improvement. Why is that? Isn't two extra stats not that much? Well, it's not really much, but it's like quote unquote free damage because you don't drop any. Like I only really recommend it if you don't have any other easy gains to make. So it's just like a bonus. And especially if the items are like 17 starable, like you can get it up to 20 stars or something, then you're gonna have to do it eventually anyways. So you don't have to do it on the shoulders necessarily like this. But if you're working towards something like Von Leon gear or whatever, then might as well just take the extra star power. It's really not that big of a difference. But if you're looking for something that is kind of guaranteed, then yeah, that's an option. It's not really that big of a deal if you don't do it though. I just tell people to do it because if they're gonna push for 16 star, like it's something they have to do eventually. Like there's probably better ways to spend your money, but I mean, if you're looking for something that's pretty much guaranteed, that's one way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No problem. What the fuck? I think it was super low HP. Hey, I mean, who's ready for the boss reset, guys? I hope you guys got something good. Still in like an hour and a half. My friends have been trying to fucking do CPAP in a party, and they've been struggling since yesterday. It's been so funny to watch them try to prog that boss. I think there's gonna be one pap mark out there too, so I wonder how much they're trying to sell that for. I mean, pap mark's a crazy item. Don't get me wrong, but I think it would be so expensive to make that upgrade. And it's really not that useful until you can get it to 21 or 22 stars. And I don't know if the cost difference is really worth it. I feel like I might have missed one guy. If I missed you, then you can type your name in and then I'll do another gear review. Hi, can you check GGGGBBB? I'm free to play player. What should I do next? Also, Postmaster 88 fit job. I feel Nah, they're definitely not A. I'll tell you that much. So I party with the number one bowmaster right now, and he thinks the class is really bad. So whenever I do any type of analysis on the class, I don't just take in my opinion. I also take in what other people are saying about the class as well. So I think right now the general consensus is bowmaster is a little bit on the weaker side for right now, but in fifth job they're pretty good. I think they're like A, yeah, like a solid A. So they're like, you're playing that class to invest in them. I'll tell you that much. But just know you might be holding out for a whole year. But I'll help you out right now. Sorry for the BMs. You guys will be good one day though. All right, let's see what man's got going on. We got 1.5k stat. Okay. This is probably not ideal. You want to get this 20% boss or something, red boss. But it's really up to you. Is it better to switch to a strong class right now based on the current meta? Well, I mean, it depends, right? Because you already invested some into this class. Let me see. I mean, you didn't invest too much into it. Okay, if you want to switch, I mean, you can do it now because you don't have too many things going on. But if you want to keep the character, I mean, you can just keep the character because it's a bowman, and then it'll give you links and legion later on. Um, but yeah, I mean, you want to switch off, and do it now because you haven't put too much into the account. But just based off of what you have right now, you can work on the potentials on this. You can get 3% attack on it, and then try to get a secondary. The secondary is not the one you want. You want to get the one that is able to be potentialed because that gives you the most stats. Since you haven't invested too much into your character, um, you know, that is one of the first things you should do. Other than that, I mean, just fixing your potentials, right? Everything else, just fixing your potentials, just getting 3% dex on everything, and that's like kind of like where you're kind of going at. Yeah, keep it for link still. Yeah, I mean, like where you're at right now is not very ideal, but you have the 5 set necromancer going on. You want to eventually work towards all of your accessories, but secondary is probably the biggest gain, and working on the weapon. So we're getting the secondary, doing the weapon, and then getting everything to like 3% dex. And I mean, that's your biggest gain right now, and then emblem and all the accessories. But if you want to switch, then you can keep the accessories, sell everything else, and then work on the new character. But I would think about it like today. But just know that even if you have all this gear right now on a shadower, you still be weak as hell. Like you have to enhance. It's just right now. I think you're kind of you're making a decision between like pushing this character harder or switching to a character that you think will be better like for now. Um, so you kind of got to make that decision for yourself, right? So is attack speed +1 good? You're playing Shadow, right? I don't 100% know, but keep it for now. And if I do find out, I'll tell you. But right now, I don't know. Or ask someone that might know. The reason why I don't know is because I had a discussion with someone the other day about the attack speed on the dagger. Right? It's plus. It's attack speed 6. That's the base attack speed. It's number 6. But we also get booster, so that's +2, so it should be 8 total, right? But then I believe the attack speed cap is 8. That means that attack speed +1 does nothing, but I don't 100% know that for sure. So that's why I would need to test it, or I would need to ask someone. Oh, I wasn't showing my screen, so yeah, this is what I was looking at. Hey, if Signature Night release, which class should I play? I think that Dawn Warrior will probably be the best one in my opinion for fourth job, and the reason for that is because they have a very very nice kit. Compared to all the other warriors, they have support. They give, like, I believe if it's the way that it was before, they should be giving like 15% final damage to the entire party. And then on top of that, they have a bind. So then, that makes bosses very easy. And then on top of that, they also have a summon. So you see, like they have this. You can see I have a summon right here. They can put down a summon as well, and that makes their farming really good. So they have those three things going for them that makes them pretty good. Now, damage wise, I'm not 100% sure how their damage is going to compare because doing damage comparisons is very hard because the only way you can really make accurate comparisons if someone collects data, but we don't collect data. We just do like everything by like what other people say, and the classes aren't out, so I don't really know how they will perform damage wise. But I can just tell you from their kit, they'll be really good. Don't wear two-handed sword, right? Yeah, I think that if you this is also one of the things. I feel like Cygnus Knights are gonna release soon. So if you are predicting Cygnus Knights is gonna release within the next 1 through 2 months or something, then maybe it's a good idea to pick up some of the items for them and flip it for more expensive. Is Dawnware fun to play? I mean, I think it's fun to play, but they're a very simple class. They're not very hard to play. And they're really good in fit job too. So if the game is following how it was in like GMS and KMS and stuff like that, like for fit job and stuff, they're gonna be really good. I think they're fun to play. They have iframes. They're super easy to play. You look at their fit job skills. They have like this crazy skill that makes their attacks empowered, and it's like a huge comment. I think they're the one of the best looking classes too. Just my opinion. They just fall off in six job like really hard. But I mean that's like what 5-10 years maybe. The prices of enhancing are too damn high. Yeah, I think that this week, honestly, I feel like majority of players should not even try to enhance. It's way too expensive. But I mean, that's just how the game is, right? It's based off of like how many people are enhancing. If more people are enhancing, then the price goes up more. And right now, people are starting to try to clear the harder content. So we're starting to see way more enhancements in the like in the even like the mid tier items are expensive to enhance because everyone wants to clear CRA. Are you gonna change class or you would stick with Shadower? I mean, I was thinking about switching to Nightwalker, but then I also have to refund like the weapon and everything, so I'm not 100% sure. Right now, I think I might just stick with the Shadower, and then I'll have the Nightwalker on the side, and if I want to switch, then I'll make the switch. Because I think Shadower fits my playstyle way more. I just think that Nightwalker could be better in the long term. And I also think that Nightwalker has like super chill farming. Like I want the chill farming. How about Dual Blade? Dude, I suck at Dual Blade. I tried playing that class and it's not my type of style at all. It's like I don't think it's it's not my type of class. It's because that class is a very like it's a cooldown class hat. So that cooldown hat class, yeah. So you need to like spam a lot of skills, and I just don't like how their burst works. It's just not my type of class that I liked when I played it. What's the best order for getting link skills? I think it's probably mage and archer. Like both are really good. If you want a boss, it's probably mage. If you want to farm and do bosses, then it's probably archer. Like if your prioritization is bossing, then get the mage one because it gives you IED. But ideally, you get both. Network are good at Fort Job, really? I think they're okay because they have I mean, I think they would be better than Nightwalker. They're gonna have a bind, so then any class that has a bind, right, guys, is going to automatically be 1,000 times better than a class without a bind. And if you compare Night Lord and Nightwalker, like I'm gonna take the Nightwalker every time, even if they do slightly less damage or you know. Also, Nightwalker just has like way. I think their mobility is better because they have a backdash. But actually, for some bosses like Lotus, they can really just like do that boss very nicely. Yeah, their fit job grinding is really good. So that's why the reason why I wanted to play them. But also at the same time, you got to also remember like how much you would have to fund the character to get to that point, right? Because right now, like let's take a look at my coins, for example. You see like the coins that drop on the floor, like they do not one shot at all. I still need around 30 to 40% more final damage to be able to one shot the monsters, right? So imagine Nightwalkers, the same thing, where they need to fund so much to the point where their bats one shot. And I think that, you know, if you're a player that's not very funded, it's probably their farming is probably gonna be ass. You need to fund the character like crazy so they can get like OP farming. That's also another reason why I'm not 100% sure I want to play the class, because I know that if I play the class, I have to fund the character like crazy. But they're a really good class in my opinion. Like even if I think it's either Dawn Warrior or Nightwalker, and then every other class like it's okay. Like Thunderbreaker is probably fine. Like Blaze Wizard, I don't know, and then Wind Archer is probably okay. Probably better than what we have with what you call it Bowmaster, because they're kind of like a combination between Bowmaster and Sniper or Marksman, because Marksman they have a puppet, and also Wind Archer has a puppet, and they also give a lot of IED, so they're actually going to be pretty good. It's just, you know, the classes when Fit Shop comes out, the meta is going to change so much. What you value today is not what you're going to value when Fit Shop comes out. It's going to be completely different. So, you know, that's also another way you can take advantage of like market dynamics, right? So in Fit Shop, let's say that Bowmaster becomes really OP, and you know the bows are very cheap right now. Then you buy the bows, and then you wait for that update, and then everyone plays BM, and then you flip it on them. Is Dawnware use strat stink? Yeah, it's strength stats. Yeah, it's a warrior, so they use the strength. Right now, strength also I think is the cheapest one, and the warrior gear is very cheap too. So you know it's they're pretty nice to pick up, I think. I mean, I just think that the warriors right now in the game are just not very good compared to some of the other classes. I mean, Paladin is good, but Hero and Dark Knight is okay. Like they're not horrible, but they're just not broken. They just don't do anything crazy. But they will later on. Like Dark Knight gets really good with the cooldown hat, but that requires insane funding, right? Why would you play a class that requires insane funding unless you really love the class? Bro, how do you do the level 100 step up mission? Let me see. I haven't even completed. It's actually bugged for high level players. Check out history. Oh, I think you do this. You go to history, you put in the item or something. Yeah. And then I think you set the thing, right? So you do this, you set it. Something like that. I think that's how you do it. But I can't even complete the step up mission, so do not ask me anything farther than the Star Force one. I have no idea. They don't even let us like we asked the Discord, I think, me and my friends, and yeah, it's like fucking cooked. For anyone level over 200, they can't train at Star Force map, so the mission doesn't count. So we lose out on the IED title. Basically, you have to kill Star Force enemies, but they have to be within your level range. But once you're past level 200, you're not in the level range for any more Star Force enemies anyways. So like it's like I can't do it. I literally just can't. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, like, you know, like I mean I'm pretty fucking lazy to do some of the missions that they require you to do though. I'm not gonna lie. Like one of them, it requires you to finish the Grand Anathemum, something like that. And I'm too fucking lazy to do that shit. I know I would not do it unless like I really, really needed to get that last bit of damage to be able to do a boss. But other than that, like, I really don't see myself doing it. If and when they release Sickness Knight, what class do you think would be the best one if you want to level it up and sell it? Oh shit, I don't know. Probably Nightwalker or Dawn Warrior because those classes are very popular. I know that if I were to do any, I would probably want the Nightwalker one because I want a Nightwalker and I might be too lazy to level one up myself. But it's probably those two. I mean, all of them are good to level up just because of the link skill. It'll be useful. I think their link skill gives like attack or something, and you also get blessing too, like blessing of the fairy. Like it's like a Signisite one. So the higher level it is, then yeah, you get a little more value out of it. I feel like they're gonna release Cygnus Knights, and then they're also gonna release like Legion or something because I feel like that would just make the game way crazier. Maybe not Legion. Maybe they would release like one more set of classes before they do that. But I think Cygnus Knights and then maybe like Heroes of Maple, like Lumi and stuff. Lumi, Iran, Mercedes. All Resistance. Like Wall Hunter, Battle Mage. Maybe. I'm not really sure how they would do it. You really think they'll follow the whole content sequence of GMS? I mean, it's gonna be expedited for sure. It's not gonna be like fucking slow as shit. I mean, if it was slow as shit, I'd be fucking pissed, right? Because Keith, the guy that as part of the team, he said like he thinks at least a year for fifth job. So I mean, let's just be realistic and say 1 year, right? Like let's just say like that's what we're going for. I think that they need to release so much more content within that whole year, right? And then I think after fifth job comes out, then maybe we get a boss every 3 to 6 months to be able to like like just make the game like way better. But if they take like 5 to 6 years to release all the content, I don't know. I think that's too much. How long do you think the game will hold, and how do you feel about nasal prices of items? I mean, it really just depends on if people keep playing the game, right? The more people that play the game, then the economy is better. But if people don't play the game, then everything will crash. Let's see. Also, how I feel about the nasal price. I mean, like, I really don't know. I mean, if I'm being honest, like, it probably will go down just because like it's a fucking like blockchain game, right? Everything always goes down, but just how they design the game is very hard to say if the design works, like with the limited items, the limited naso and stuff like that. Like really, we really will only grow as a game if more players come in, right? So that means that they need to make better content because the game as it is right now, it's like it's just MapleStory, but without like the crazy stuff like the fit jobs and all the new bosses and stuff. The issue I see is with the blockchain part of things. They have to release new items slowly to control inflation. Yeah, pretty much. I almost missed it myself. I finally started step up mission at 187. Oh, okay. I mean, you saw to finish the Grand Anathemum though. That shit is ass. MapleStory N3 will come out in 5 years. Dude, for real. I don't know, man. I just feel like right now we haven't gotten a content patch yet, right, guys? Like it's been the same game since beta, and the game has been. I mean, it hasn't been out for that long. Like not even a month yet. Like the third week or something. But I think that we just need like one content patch just to say like, oh, we're actually making like fucking content for you guys. The game is going to grow or something. Like the event we have right now is good for bootstrapping the economy, but I want some new content, some new content. Go up to Star Force level. I was happy. I started when I did. Okay. I mean, Star Forcing gives you a lot of damage. You just need to get it to 16, 17 star. Like 17 star gives you so much damage when you do all your items. You could really feel the difference. It's just so expensive to do. And if you get fucked by RNG, you'll get really mad. Flow update is what killed Artail. I've never played Artail, but I mean, like, I feel like I don't know why they would release content so slowly. Like, I'm not even saying like they need to release bosses. I'm just saying new classes. That's really all we were really asking for, and then maybe some new systems like Legion and then maybe try to give us some more flames. That's pretty much all I'm asking for right now. It feels like we're playing private server low. We need more content. I mean, yeah, I agree. I think that we need way more content, but I think they will probably give it in like yeah, like fucking 2 weeks or something. I mean, I've been asking for it since last week. You know, I've been saying like yeah, the game is good, but like I want to see some updates that is about the game, not about like the fucking money issues that they have or whatever, like the wars issues. I want to see like new actual gameplay content, like classes I can play, stuff like that. Or I mean, I don't know if you guys ever seen like events in GMS where there's just like way better check-in missions. Like this fucking check-in mission is fucking ass. It just gives us coupons, give us some flames or something, you know? Yes, missing so much compared to what's in the actual game. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck, like give us something good. Like, I'm not even asking for anything that is like out of the ordinary. You know, I want to get some hype on this game. Like, the game is in a spot where I think that if there's an event or more content comes out, then it's going to make the game grow way more. I think if you want the the token price to do well, then the game can't just like it has to release really good content updates every so often. We haven't gotten that yet. Like if they I'm expecting them to do a big update because right around now is when, Korea and GMS, they do all their big updates. So we should be getting like a big update. Like I don't know why we wouldn't. Like give us like that juicer update, like the big one. Release fucking Cygnus Knights, make it really fucking hype because this game I think it really needs some more classes to make it like super hype, you know? All right, but hey, we'll see next week though. We'll see next week. I think that next week we'll get a lot more clarification. Because next week is actually when GMS gets their big update, and I'm kind of expecting us to get some sort of teaser at least or anything. Like I would watch out on Twitter. I feel like they're gonna hype something up either the beginning of next week or maybe the end of this week, right? Because they've been kind of quiet with any of the update stuff. It's mostly been about like the fucking streamer clash that no one gives a fuck about. But we'll see. Like I think that we'll get something. I mean, I think that there are some classes, like resistance, for example, right? Like they have Demon Slayer and stuff like that. I don't know how they would balance like Demon Slayer's TP farming. I think that'd be too crazy. So I think some classes they might not come out until they kind of balance them out a little bit more. You look at the classes right now in the game. None of them have an iframe, but Cygnus Knights you have Dawn Warrior with an iframe. If you looking at Demon Slayer, they have two iframes. Like I mean, those classes just become really crazy because they can survive way more bosses. One of the things that made me ask about longevity is the bots that are draining all content where the majority of potential player base is located right now. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, like, I don't really know what they can do about that. It's just like they gotta figure that out. No, it's really a big issue. I don't know how else to really like fix it. They just had to figure it out. It's funny because they said they had all this AI shit to detect the bots and all this stuff and that, but it's definitely causing issues within like the people that are trying to get in this game. It ruins their experience. I mean, I want the game to not have hackers. That way the experience for people that are trying to at least try out the game or players that are free to play, they get all the rewards that they deserve. But that's just not how the game is really right now. I mean, we'll see, like in the future how that affects the game. But as of right now, it's just a big problem that they had to deal with. I mean, longevity of the game is if they can't figure that out, right? Like it's a net negative overall, I would say. But if more people are coming in, then that is like damaging the economy. Then yeah, like then maybe it could be sustainable, but I don't know. Like I'm at 146 right now, $300 deep, and maps I train on, bots flashing around, and no nasal drop. Oh yeah, that's fucking cooked, honestly. Honestly, I feel like this game really like doesn't really start until you get to like level 180, honestly. 140 is kind of like the tutorial. Like you're just kind of going through the motions, right? I mean that's just how the game is. I don't really know if they can fix it. Like the majority of the money is going to get drained. I mean, maybe that their intention is that once all the money is gone in the early game maps anyways, then I mean all you can really do is pay for your progression, right? And maybe that's the intent for the game design. I don't know. Let's see. Feel like cheaters are inevitable on this game just because of the way it's built in the anti-cheat. Yeah, I mean it's ran on like the way the old game, you know, that way. I mean, people have been hacking this game for over 20 years. Like it's very hard to stop people from hacking. I don't really know a really good solution because you make the anti-cheat too crazy, it might catch players um like that are legit, and then you lose people that are your most loyal like players, and I don't know, this is a fucking hard problem to solve. It already feels like it's grinding to a halt. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's probably ass. I mean, like, I think that this game really is only fun after you get to like level like 180-ish, because you can start doing bosses. I feel like the core gameplay is bossing, and then like grinding is just how you level up and make money. I mean, honestly though, I feel like the game, the progression does slow down, right? Like for me, I make 10% a day on like experience, and I train like 3 to 4 hours or something like that. So like progression just gets slower no matter what, but that's just part of the game. Let me see. Yeah, everyone is FMA hacking, auto loot, 1 KO, light detector bypass. I tried all sorts to get them banned. The thing they're doing at the moment with marketplace banning the bowmaster is good. Start controlling market is really great. Just depends how strict they go. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I really feel like they need to figure it out. Like I don't know what else they're gonna do. Like all the things that they're trying to do with all the anti-cheat stuff. I don't know. Like it doesn't really seem like it's making a really big dent. And most of the time I hear it's from players that are like just starting out the game, or in the middle of the game. Like they're the ones with the most complaints, and I get it. They just need to figure that shit out. I mean, like they put out a post, like a notice on it too. So they have there have been people map crashing me at the exact map drawn right now as well. So annoying. Wait, they can do that? Is that why I have been crashing? I crash sometimes on the fucking game. I didn't even know that was possible. That's crazy. I don't know, man. Like it's. I mean, this game it could get cooked. If they don't figure out the hacking problem. And there's like such a high monetary incentive as well in this game. They did a pretty good job of stopping, at least in reboot, a lot of the hackers. But I don't know, not about this game, because I think I don't even know, like in Korea everyone needs to like basic KYC to even play the game. So I mean, hacking over there seems kind of crazy. You hack over there, then you can't play the game anymore. I mean, or you can just fucking use other people's KYC, but then those people get banned, and then, I don't know, like you just eventually run out of people like KYC, right? I mean, I don't think KYC is also the answer, because then you get rid of a lot of people that just are playing the game in restricted regions. So it's a really weird balancing act. It's packet editing. I've been using them for years since I was a kid. Low map crashing will always exist. Sally, just annoying that they're so blatant, but it would be hard to prove. Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. I mean, I've heard of what packet editing is. I just don't know exactly what it is. But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like it's just hard to stop those type of things. Like, how do you even stop it? Like, people have been hacking this game for 20 years, And there's really no like repercussions for hacking besides like them losing their account if they're just starting a fresh account. You know, the only thing they really lose is time or whatever. I don't think there's a very good solution. But I mean, if they figure it out, then that's good for the game. What's better for Shadow between shield or scabbard? What kind of shield can they get? I don't know if the shield's in the game right now. Is there the shield in the game? Wait, can you tell me what shield it is so I can look it up? Because then I don't know if there's a shield in the game. If there's a shield in the game, the shield might be better. But I have the fucking scabbard. Just gotta accept it really, not really the end of the world, just a bit annoying. I feel like it's so deep rooted that people who play Maple are used to it. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I just think that for newer players, you know, it's a really big turnoff. And I can see why if you're playing the game and you're like, oh, this game's gonna get ruined by hackers anyways, then you don't want to like put time into it, you know? But I mean, like the thing is most of the um I would say like it really affects mostly the early game players. Like late game, I don't really notice it too much. I don't even see. I actually have not seen one hacker since I've been playing this game. But I've seen them on like Twitter, like people post videos and stuff. Is the best way to speed up my progress to just keep upgrading my gear? I mean, yeah, I mean, gear upgrade is for sure like the best way. It just costs a lot of money. And other than that, it's just getting levels so you can get like your hyper stats and your skills up because it gives you a little more damage. That's the most frustrating part. The turn off for new players driving them away. Imagine grinding at Leaf for legit and you CC. Oh yeah, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, that's definitely frustrating because you can't even get a map to do anything in. But I feel like the game is going to eventually go towards more of like you just fucking pay for your character to level 200 and you just play from there. You mentioned level faster. I mean, to level faster, you just have to get stronger so you can clear maps faster. You know. Other than that, it's just like using the fucking coupons, taking all the portals, using the coupons before you take the portals, and the runes. It's I mean, it's just I mean, you just gotta do everything slowly. You know. Like as you can see, I'm doing the same exact thing. I just do this for 3 to 4 hours, and then I make a lot of progress. But I do it every single day, and I don't miss a day, and then I make a good amount of progress every day. Well, the thing is, we know that game really starts at bosses, just that the newer players don't get to experience it unless they're hardcore whole players from past people. Yeah, yeah, no, I agree. Like it's very hard for people to get really into the game unless they get to the part that is like very engaging, right? Because grinding itself, it's fun, but then it gets to a point where it's like you're just doing the same thing, right? They don't really get the feeling of like, oh, I'm grinding, I'm making progress, so then like I can tackle like the harder bosses. If you never even get there in the first place, then you don't really like get to enjoy the game as much. Because for me, I never really enjoyed grinding until I started doing bosses, and then like I realized like, oh, if I grind, then I can get more money, I can get more levels, and in return, I can do more damage to bosses, making the bosses easier. You made a good point last stream slash couple of streams ago about grinding with Fit Shop actually gets fun. Yeah, no, I agree. Like they need to make like systems in the game where you can progress without spending any money. I think that would be a very good system for newer players. Like I don't see why you wouldn't just have like these flame embers thingy, like make them drop at like level 200 plus maps or something, right? That way, if you're a lower level player, you know that you can get to level 200 or something, and then you can start progressing in other areas that's just not spending money. All right, thanks for answering some questions. I really enjoy your content. Keep it up. Yeah, no problem, man. I'll try to help out as many players as I can, because I think the longer you play the game, you'll slowly start to enjoy it more. And the game is so new, right? It's only hasn't been out for a month yet, so it's so much more room to grow. It's just give us the fucking first update. I think that eventually they're gonna make it so that these flame things can drop from mobs. Like make them have a really low percentage, but make them high enough where people can start realistically getting flames. And then I can tell people like, oh, just get to level 200 and then you can start working on flames and at least it's free. Basically, just gotta grind like forever. And it would help me out too. My fucking item flames are non-existent. I have this one, but it's so bad. I need to redo it. I mean, I'm excited for when Fit Job comes out, guys. The game is gonna be so much more fun. I can do so much more content for like explaining how Fit Job works and all that stuff. It's gonna be great, and I can make fucking new tier lists and all that stuff. Do you do Eternal or Powerful Flame? I do the red one because then right now it's cost too much for the other one. What level do you get Fit Job? Level 200. But you don't Fit Job's not out yet, so it doesn't really matter that much. Well, I mean, realistically speaking, like even if you're level 200 at Fit Job, like it doesn't really do too much for you because you don't have any node slots. You need to be like 215, then you're kind of get more value. Is the Eternal like twice as long to grind? I think so. I wouldn't do the Eternal one. My friends, they got the like sometimes you grind for a really long time and you kill like monsters, e-bosses and stuff like that. They have a really, really small chance to drop like the flame coupons. But I've only gotten one and I've I grind a lot. So, like it's fucking RNG at the end of the day. That's what I'm really looking for as well. Just incentive to keep grinding as a free to play. You can see a lot of free to play losing hope from perma losing raffles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not very free to play friendly, right? Like I tell people like, oh, like if you're free to play, like you're relying on luck to make any sort of progress. Like it's very hard. You're pretty much incentivized to spend. That's like kind of how the game works. But like with a system inside the game where you can, um, at least you can grind for progression. Like it would make a lot more sense. Like even if it's just flames, like flames, once you're done with it, then you can just go to min-maxing flames. Doesn't give that as much damage, but at least it's something you can work on. And if you get a juice flame, that gives you opportunity for you to like flip the item as well. Like it's just more layers to the game that would make it way more interesting. But they're being really stingy with flames right now. Like I'm so surprised. Like why would they give us one flame every 15 days? I think that's too much. I think it should be one flame every week or something, Instead, they do 15 days. That's so crazy to me. Like, it's not really even like that much damage. Like, once you get a good flame on your weapon, everything else is like, I don't know, like it's a lot, but not too crazy, I think. I already bought Necro one. What Necro gear should I get next? Or they all give the same stats? I would do the glove, because the glove you can get a good pot on it, like a unique, you can get a decent sharp bite. It's really good. I mean, even as a free to play player, like how are you even supposed to progress these days, right? You basically go in the boss and you just hope that you win, but their odds are so bad. So you just make like very little progression and all that. The maps just they don't drop money or anything. I still feel like they should just make one of the ways they can make it a little better is they just make the requirements to one shot monsters a little lower for like newer players. I think if players were able to one shot maps and train more efficiently, then I think that that would make the grinding way easier so they can get to like the higher level maps. I think getting to a one shot threshold is just so ass for lower level players, and it makes grinding like Legion and Lynx like so miserable. But I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're just gonna keep the game as it is. I feel like they're gonna try to fix the hacking problem one way or another, and then they're gonna eventually release new content of it. Like, I don't know. And we got fucking boss resets in 30 minutes, guys. I hope you guys got something good for your weekly bosses. There's gonna be so many of those energy thingies from CRA, so I don't know. If you want to pick up like a Fafnir, maybe it's not most maybe it's not the worst time to get it. You might be able to pick one up. I feel like the Fafnir is so good, but it's so expensive. I mean, people have literally bought a clean one for like 2 to 3K. And I think right now you can probably get one for way less, or when reset happens. I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more parties cleared Lotus and Damien like either next week or the week after. Yeah, it got purified. Okay, I don't know what the fuck to call that shit because it's so hard to pronounce, right? Yggdrasil. After clearing CRA with my party first time was fun and I'm broke, so I need that cash injection. Dude, I really hope that you can sell it for a good price. It's a really nice stimmy. Dude, they need to. Why did they name it that? They could have named it like CRA Energy or something. Have you streamed any of your Damien Lotus runs? No, I did that all off stream because I practiced with one of my friends, and then I did the run with Keto, and I was doing it off stream. But I'm very likely only gonna start like doing those runs on stream when I like start soloing them or something, because I don't really want to like have people work around my schedule to like make sure that it's on stream or something, you know. Also, I think that, you know, at least for me, I rather talk to the chat than do the bosses, unless the boss is just really easy. Because if the boss is hard, I have to really lock in, and it's just, I don't know. I feel like I just can't really focus as much if I'm streaming. Like for Lotus, I really for sure need to focus. That boss is like, you really need to lock in to not delete lives in P1. But I'm not strong enough to solo yet, so you know, gotta give me a little time for that. It's so hard to make any more gains where I'm at in the game. It's just flaming my weapon and then getting flames for everything else for easy gains. That just takes time. Levels, I need to get to level 215, then I'll be very good in levels. And then it's Absolab, I think, next. Because going past fucking 18 star, it just seems so miserable. Like, it's way too much money, I think. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that anytime soon. Good luck on your weekly raffle. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm gonna do a lot of I'm gonna do some star forcing / potentially on the Absolute glove I'm getting. But that's what my party wants to do. They want to potential the glove that we received from the raffle. Where is it? Here, the Archer ones. So I'm only gonna do it if it's cheap. If it's too expensive, I'm not gonna do it. But other than that, I mean, like, fuck, the rewards are crazy this week. Like, I'm getting all pink bean stuff. I hope I win this one. 3 mil. Zakum is money printer this week. I mean, like, the cape, I feel like they're giving out so many capes. 113? Dude, it's fucking so many capes. I actually feel like low key, like, if these drop to like 1 mil or something, like, I don't even think they're that bad to pick up if you're like a necromancer build, because these can go up to 22 star, you know? And if they're cheaper than the fucking Von Leon stuff, it's not that bad if you're necromancer. Can you give quick leveling guide from 100 to 200, please? I have a guide on my YouTube video. I mean, the maps should still be good, but I mean, like, I just use mostly the guide menu. And then, you know, there are a few maps inside my guide that I don't train at, right? And most of the time when I was training inside the Pioneer test, I was training at non-Star Force maps because I didn't have any Unchained. It was too crazy. It's too expensive for me. So I train at non-Star Force maps most of the time. Yeah, thanks for that though. I'm getting some pretty good gear this week. I mean, these are worth a lot right now. I think like some of them sold for 30, 40 mil. Maybe this week they'll sell for less, like 20 mil or something. Maybe 20 or 30. I don't think I'm gonna sell them though, because I kind of want to push for Absolab. I want the shoulder, the cape, the gloves, and the boots, and I'll sell these items to fund it. But I think if I get like 2 Absolute pieces, maybe I can solo Lotus and Damien. If I can get all 4, it's like for sure. You know what fragment of Kaiserium do? I believe that you can get the Kaiserium weapon. It's like the best. It's like the most insane weapon. That's a two-handed weapon. Two-handed sword. Sorry. So it's basically like the best weapon for heroes. I believe it's also good on Paladin and Dawn Warrior. It's basically equivalent to like an arcane weapon. So it's very, 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 very strong. But the fragments, I believe you buy the, or you could trade in like X amount of fragments to get the weapon. All right, I'm gonna be right back real quick. I need to go to the bathroom. All right, we're fucking back. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do like a little bit more grinding. Then I gotta chill until the reset because I want to be able to get the glove reroll down. Do you get better odds if you do the bosses right after reset happens? No, it doesn't really change. Like if you do them faster or you do them later in the week or something, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so just do them when you're free. Like I mean, I think most people just do them right after reset because they're really excited to see what they get. Also, it's just getting the stuff out of the way, right? I really hate these fucking boxes that they give us. Like I never win. I haven't won one. They don't. I mean, they don't do anything honestly. Like the gear is from the Europe phase, but I mean, like they're not worth anything. They make them look so rare when they drop too. I won the snowman hat, but no throwing stars slash arrows. Sadly, dude, I never win any of the the raffles anymore that are really hard to get. I think they're just too crazy to hit. Like any of the Unchained stuff, I hit Unchained boxes like every week or every day, but I have not won one since the beginning of the game. Like I won two items actually at the beginning for Unchained, but now it's just I think it's just impossible to hit. I think only two people can hit it. Like it only spawns like two items, so they're pretty rare. Kind of wish they make boxes for level gaps like 170 to 250 because some shit. Because like I'm feeling getting owned by boss level crimes being 10. Just I don't know, puts me off. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. I can see the argument for that. Um, I mean they're like pretty much impossible to hit, right? Like no matter what. Like I'm pretty sure most of the time that the people that are winning them are from bots. So I mean something like that could definitely be better. Oh no, I feel like it's just the progression for newer players is not very good. Like just rewards. I mean, there's definitely a lot of things they can tweak, right? It's just they will only tweak it if it's necessary. I feel like right now the bot stuff, maybe they don't have an answer yet. I mean, like way back then when Unchained used to drop at these fields, like oh my gosh, every time you hit an Unchained, it was like holy shit, I guess a fat stimulus check. But now it's like you hit an Unchained box, it's like it's I'm probably not gonna get it. They just need to make grinding more rewarding. Then I think that the game would be way better. That's it. It's rewarding, kinda, because you get levels and money, but just gotta add one little juice, one extra thing. It'll be way better. Like even if they made like a flame thing and it took 100, right, or even like 150, but then you can see yourself progressively, gradually progressing towards it. I think it would just make the game more rewarding to farm. I don't think it's a bad thing that low level players can get them. I want them to have a chance to, of course, but it feels shitty to have the feeling getting snatched up by a bot. Yeah. No, I agree with you. I mean, the majority of the botters are like they bought to like 120, right? Then they stop at 140. So I mean, like having better odds of getting the raffle at higher level is probably better. Again, it's meant to be a low chance raffle, so I'm not really too bothered. But that's really cool. No Unchained boxes were like that in the beta. Yeah, I mean, like the way that the Unchained worked in the beta was, they would just be field drops. Like, you gotta open this shit up. Like if you're training here, they would be part of the field drops. But I mean, like as you can see here, the field drops for all the items in the popular maps, they just get giga drained. As bait, you rather get red Florin? Yeah. I mean, I think that the Florin event is going away, but I feel um, like even though the event is going away, like they're just not gonna make it that they're unattainable anymore. They're just going to maybe change the way that it's dispersed or something, or it'd be like an event thing. I am wondering how they're going to create events for this game because right now when we have events in like GMS and stuff, right? We have the check-in events and stuff like that where they give us like a lot of free shit like cubes, like 2 times like resources in the game, right? But I don't know if they're going to do something like that in this game because I think it would be very, very strong, right? Like what is to stop someone from making like 100 characters and just doing the check-ins for all of them and getting all these resources? I'm not really sure how they're gonna balance that out. They have to make like a strict requirement or something. I don't know. Yeah, GM is crazy for that stuff. Burning events and shit like that. It's insane for this game. It won't work as well in my opinion because they're mintable. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I mean, like for example, in GMS they give a lot of flames for the events. You know, they give like 200 flames per event or something like that, right? So I don't know if they would ever give like even one flame like that because what's to stop someone from making like 15 characters and then just flaming a bunch of items to try to flip it or something, you know? I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like what they want to happen, but I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what they're gonna end up giving us. Like, nothing will be mintable for sure. But they start giving us like free cubes and stuff. Like, I mean, isn't it even that bad? Like, what did they give us like fucking occult cubes for new players, right? But then again, what would happen is like, actually, I don't know. Cheaters, they don't usually like buy any of the shitty equipments, anyways. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, it's really a slippery road right now. Anything can break the game instantly. I really do think that's why they're holding off on updating. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, there are some things I think that they can genuinely do, like add new classes and stuff like that. But for events and stuff like that, I'm really not sure how they're going to do it. I feel like the thing that they can probably give us the most of is um like 2 times or 3 times coupons. Those are like they don't break the game, honestly. Like they just give it's just like EXP, you know? But for stuff like flames, I'm not really sure how they would balance that. I think they would just make a flame event where like during the event you can get flames from bosses or something. I think that would make it more balanced. That way people have to actually do bosses or maybe make it so you can progress some way to get flames. I think it's gonna be EXP slash nasal drops and similar events to what we have right now. For new ones, they're gonna have to get creative. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I don't think they will give us too many resources when it comes to like cubes or star forcing or anything like that. I think it's just too OP because like right now in GMS they have like scrolls that make your items turn legendary, and I think that's way too broken. Like they would never add something like that. I really don't think they ever would. Yeah, they would never add something like that. I mean, it just doesn't really make sense. So that's why I'm wondering what they would give us. You know, like that's for an event to be. I don't know. Like maybe something specific for for us. Maybe something like a raffle booster. I don't know. Like you get like slightly higher odds or something. That's the only thing I think of. I mean, they can give us like raffles, but then everyone has a small chance to get in the raffle. Pretty much, that event wouldn't really be that hype. I feel like. I don't know. We'll see next week. I really have a good feeling that next week we'll get some sort of news. And if we don't, well, I mean, the game's gonna be the same for I guess another extra month or something. I mean, once I hit 215, like I'm thinking, should I start working like preemptively on my Legion, or should I just train this character because it's way easier to farm than the other ones and I make Naso at the same time? It's really hard to say. I feel like I might start training Legion though, because I don't know if I want to pay like all that money for like a level 200 character. And the Legion is ass to do, but I mean, you want to be juiced, you gotta do it, right? And you get so many resources like IED, all this and that. Oh, but then grinding with all the hackers are going to be so ass too. I don't know. I will see. We'll see when the time comes. I don't gotta worry about that right now. I'm at level 110 right now with Shadow. I'm wondering if it's worth to buy the Zakum dagger or just wait till 120 to get the Necro Slayer. I mean, if I were you, I would try to get the Necro. I feel like it's way better. But I mean, if you really want a weapon right now, then the Zakum dagger is not that bad. It's just the Necro might be more expensive. Like you can clear a lot of content with the Zakum dagger. Just don't expect it to have like as high of a ceiling as if you had the Necro one. Because Necro can go up to 15 stars, and at least you have the option to go Necro set, which gives you like 15% boss damage. and you get slightly better flames. But other than that, like it's really just up to you. Like, are you valuing what you want now versus like potential later on? Also, guys, I'm letting you guys know here first that once I hit 1K subs, I will be doing the fucking backpack or the 100-day U mushroom giveaway. So, just see when I get very close to that number, just make sure to try to catch that stream if you guys want a chance to win a free U mushroom. But hey, I mean, I'm still kind of far away. I still need like 400 more subs, so is there a chance on losing your weapon enhancing it to 15 star for Necro? No, you can't boom in this game. That's why weapons or items in general are so expensive to enhance because you have zero chance of losing it. Once you have that item, you have it forever. The only thing is it's gonna cost you like everything that you have to even enhance it, right? So it's like a trade-off. You ain't far away. Yeah, I mean it's not really far away. I'm trying to make it happen. Once we get that nice 1K, then someone's gonna have my U mushroom. And I know those things are going for like almost $100 now. So I'm basically giving away $100. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe those things will be like $200 later on. Maybe not, but man, I regret using the pat on my NL. Bro, F in the chats, bro. Honestly, I've talked to so many people about NL and they always hate playing it. Feels bad. Remember at some point it went down to like 900k. Dude, that's crazy because I remember that someone told me, I don't know if it was you, but someone told me that someone bought like 100 of those things at 1.5 mil or something, and then it dropped to like 500k, and I was like, oh shit. But now it's like 6 mil, right? So I mean that guy's up. I had two friends quit their NL and about a chat. Oh my god, yeah. Like, I mean, like this thing Shadower is too crazy, right? Smokescreen is insane. Like, I don't know what else to say. That class is this class is illegal, guys. But yeah, I mean, like, I think that honestly, I feel like really what makes NL so miserable to play is that if you're not fun at all, they they actually can die to minions. Like, like that's so bad, right, guys? You're dying to fucking minions. Can you get the Von Leon set by buying it with Von Leon coins like in regular MS, or do you only get on raffles? You only get on raffles. They're scared of elite mobs. Yeah, dude. They see the fucking elite mobs and they just CC, or they ask their guild chat to help clear it for them. Nerf Shadower, please. I mean, hey, this class is crazy. Like I feel like if they were actually gonna balance the game correctly, this class should get nerfed. But they're not gonna balance the game like that because it requires too much work and fit jobs coming out, and that basically makes all classes way better. Actually, though, you had to help NL friends with elite mobs, dude. Honestly, like it just doesn't seem right for a class to feel so bad to play that they can't even kill elite mobs without the danger of dying. Like I don't really understand. Meanwhile, Shadowers, they have innate dodge with their skill. I don't know which one it is. Like innate dodge chance, 45%. Actually, this shit is so OP. Like it doesn't really do too much like in some bosses, but other bosses, it actually helps a lot. Like in Cygnus, it could help a lot. And then on top of that, you know, Shadow just they can attack in Dark Sight. Like I mean, that's just crazy. It makes so many bosses so easy because you could do that, or way easier. I mean, and Night Lord, they have Dark Sight too, but they can't attack in it. Can you rank warrior types from best to worst in terms of solo bossing? I feel like Paladin is the best solo bosser, and the other two, I don't know. But I think it's probably very even between the two because Dark Knight, they get invuln kind of. It's like a bootleg invuln. So I think maybe Dark Knight a little bit better, but it's very hard to judge based off of damage because I don't know how much damage a class does specifically because no one has made like a comparison chart or has done the math for that, you know? So I don't really know about damage wise. It's just I just base it off of the kit. And yeah, paladins are the best solo bossers for warriors because they can bind and they also have 30 seconds of invulnerability. Although the cooldown is really long, the bind makes them very, very, very good. Is Red Florin a good investment after the event ends? Oh, I'm not really sure. I think that even though the event ends, they'll probably bring back ways to obtain the Red Florin again. I don't know. Maybe they might be good for a little bit, but I think that they're going to come back. It's not like the items inside the gift boxes or anything crazy, right? Like they would just change out the items inside of the boxes to make them like different cosmetics or different pets or something. But I don't think that they would you know, remove and make the raffles limited by any means. Like they're probably going to keep the way that the raffle system works in the game. Been spam buying pets magnets trying to hit the been spam buying pets trying to hit the magnet. Is that actually worth doing? I feel like I haven't participated in one piece of raffle content that requires any of the florin. I still have every single one that I farmed and I've sold nothing. In your opinion, should I buy the Bon Leon set right now or should I wait a couple weeks for see if the price drops? Well, I mean, the thing is, if you buy the set right now, you still have to enhance it, right? So, like, the question is, like, do you want to have the item and then wait for the price of the enhancements to go down, or do you just want to have the item? You know, I don't know if the price of the item is going to go up or down. It really just depends on if more people are going to play the game or not, right? Because if less people play the game, those items are for sure going to come down because there's less new people coming in that wants those items. Let me see what else. Yeah, you made 9 mil from it. Yo, that's pretty good actually. I mean, I'm not gonna steal your tech, but I'll tell my homies if they're free to play that it's a potential way to make money. What are the easy daily? Wait, I think I missed a question. Oh, is Buccaneer free to play friendly? I mean, every single class in the game, I feel like is not very free to play friendly, but Buccaneer has a very good kit in general. To me, the most free to play friendly class or any class with a bind, because yesterday I had someone DM me and literally ask, "Can I have a paladin that can do Damien?" They can do 0 damage, but all they have to do is bind the boss. That means the best classes to play are the ones that provide some sort of utility, because you don't have to fund them at all. You just have to find the right party. But you want my opinion on up as a class? I think it's really good. Let me see. What are the easy daily credits quests? I don't know. I don't do them. I only do the Dark World Tree ones because they're way faster. Let's see what else. Just that you get. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, that's how the raffles work, right? You can just get unlucky sometimes, but sometimes you get really lucky and you make a lot of money. Probably best free to play than Bishop for like CRA Crimson Queen. Yeah. I personally feel like Bishop is also really good. Like their kit is good. It's just you know, you want a solo boss, they don't do any damage. That's it. And then kind of the same with, I mean, every class is gonna be ass without any type of funding, right? It doesn't matter if you're playing Shadower or you're playing Paladin or whatever. Like you're gonna be fucking ass if you have 0 funding. But what's even worse is you know, like sometimes like you play a strong class like Shadower, but the class might be like not your playstyle or it's really hard, right? Shadower is not a very hard class, but I think that for some people they just can't get the hang of it down. Like you have to be very good with doing your meso explosion timing and stuff like that. And some people just don't like the clunkiness of that feeling. But it's just sometimes it just depends. Even if a class is OP, you might not like it, or it still might feel weak because you're not fun at all. What's your keybind like? I don't use the default setting. I use like freaking the secondary one. So if you see if I reset it, I always use secondary key bindings. I think that one is better. Especially when the game gets like you get to have more skills on your binds and stuff like that. Using an optimal key like layout is like it's I would say it's like very important for sure. Because some people they play like old school, right? Where they have like their attacks on control and stuff like that. Oh, playing like that is it. I mean, it's if you are comfortable with it, it's fine. But I think it's very limiting, especially the later the game gets. But yeah, I just use like fucking these binds. I mean, my binds I don't even think are that good. Like they get the job done. Like I have nothing binding on space, guys, because usually for space I put blink as a fifth job skill, so I have nothing on space. And that's like a premium bind, right? I kind of set my binds like a little bit like League, So my Q is like my AoE, my A is like my auto attack, My W is like an AoE skill, and then my E is like some sort of mobility skill. So I do it kind of like League. You guys play League of Legends. I mean, it's because like when I played fucking like Reboot or GMS, I played like five maybe okay, I play like 10 different boss mules and I have to have some sort of organization with the skills. Otherwise, they're just it's too confusing. I'm decaying on League because I've been playing too much Maple. I mean, I haven't played League in years. I mean, I played like ARAM, but I'm probably so bad at League now. You're gonna run Shadower Dash Control when fifth job comes out. I actually like the okay, it's because sometimes I play like I don't know if you have a control right next to your like right here my arrow keys. Sometimes I like pressing control right here on my arrow keys because it's too busy on my keyboard like with my left hand. So I like putting control there just to my dash there just to use my other finger to be able to access it. But I usually keep my rush on control. It's just how I play. It's not optimal by any means, it's just what I find comfortable. Let's see. Is Shower much better than Hero for bossing? I think so. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't even think it's really a debate. Shadower is, in my opinion, the best solo bosser in the game. Bro, after playing Maple for like 6 days, straight playing in Challenger lobby, I'm getting soft. So stupid how oh yeah. I just don't really I need to do the raffle thing, guys. It's gonna be hard for me to do this. Let's see. Oh yeah, you gotta play League a lot to even like keep up with a lot of players. A lot of players got really good, right? Like now I think platinum everyone is at least even decent. Like they might not be good macro wise, but at least in at least like mechanically they're probably decent. Map for training level 101 and all. Let's see. I think I trained at fucking Toy Factory, but I mean you can train at any Star Force maps. Like, I mean, you can train here still, honestly, if you have Star Force power. Yeah, it's crazy how much better players have gotten, dude. I mean, I'm fucking so ass at the game, honestly. 1v1 top lane, dude. I'm probably so bad now. I play fucking Alawi. That's how you know. I have to play like the fucking most annoying champions to do well. I play Alawi and then I feel like who's my other character I play? Riven. My Riven is ass kind of. My Rise was good before they changed them. They kept nerfing him, and then it just was not good anymore. A lot of players are beast AF, dude. It's because I like just fucking like stomping my lane and then just like fucking shit up. Like just fucking being annoying, you know, you split push all day. I play like a rat. And then when they come to get you, at least you can like 1v4 if you're fed enough. There's two people in high elo on my server and they're both such chill guys. Dude, I think my highest elo was like fucking plat 1. I always get stuck at plat 1 and then I just stop playing. I don't know. I haven't played League in so long, honestly. I'm like a fucking I just play Maple now. It's so much more chill. It's me versus the boss, not me versus 5 sweats, and I'm probably not as good anymore anyways. I mean, playing Maple takes so much time anyways, right? You want to try to progress in this game very far. You cannot even fucking play any other games. At least for me, I only play this game. This is the only game I play right now. And then the Switch 2 is coming out soon too, and I want to pick it up, but realistically speaking, even if I pick it up, right, I don't have time to play that shit because I'm playing this game. And all the games on the console is not even that good right now. They need to put more games on, and then maybe I'll buy it. I need to screenshot my money so I know how much money I'm spending for this fucking enhancement. Dude, I feel like this raffle thing it always like finishes at like 510, right? It doesn't finish like right away. It finishes like right at 510 or something. I'm gonna fucking go to my map. I I think that whenever I enhance anything, oh shit, it's done. Claim this. What? Oh, it's bugged, bro. Let me see. I'll claim this one. I can't claim right now. What server are you playing, by the way? Do you have a guild? Yeah, I play in Ain, AIN. And I'm in Limelight. I don't know why we're getting this fucking error. Fucking bugged right now, guys. What's the grinding etiquette? The grinding etiquette is basically you go into the portal, then you lose the map. That's how the etiquette works in this game. I mean, I feel like you should be able to keep it, but at the same time, it's like it's very hard to be like, oh, like this is for sure his map or something. I don't know. Okay, I guess the weekly bosses are bugged right now because I can't claim any of them. I can only claim the daily ones. Right? The weekly stuff you can't. 1 mil from Chaos Bonbon plus Chaos Energy? Dude, congrats. Actually, I want to check the price of dude, I can't even claim this one. I want to check the price of the energy things, right? Like I want to see how much they're gonna fall by. Right now they're how much are they? 8.9. Dude, these things are getting hella cheated. Holy shit. These motherfuckers. Oh wow. People are selling from 8 mil, dude. I mean, I can't even claim it if I wanted to. Let's see. Well, I'm just gonna wait for the fucking bug to go away. I don't know what's going on there. But I mean, I'll just wait here. But yeah, these things are just, oh my gosh, dude, they're dropping like to 5 mil. I get like holy. Like look, they're just falling in price like crazy, guys. I mean, like I had a feeling this would happen, right? Because there's going to be like like 4 or 500 more in the wild now, but I'm expecting these to get scooped up hard, like extremely hard because I mean, you can get the Fafnir weapon with it, right? Like let's say that, people are buying them. I mean, people are selling these for like 6 mil, right? Let's see, 6 mil times 15. You get it for 90 mil. I mean, like, I really have no idea. I feel like people are probably gonna start listing them like even harder, like throughout the day, right? Because people are just logging on right now. Everyone wants to claim their rewards. So I think everyone's just trying to like fucking get rid of everything they have right now. I think these will go like I mean, everyone's trying to sell at 6 mil right now, right? That's the Great Wall right now. 6 mil. I think that's going to be like a price that people are setting. What is the underrated class? Is Paladin. I think they're really underrated. I mean, maybe people think they're good, but I think that they're extremely good. I just don't know if they're good at soloing bosses, like in terms of damage, but everything else is good about them. Please, I just want to claim. I mean, we're just watching the price of these, right? You think you're right though. People scoop them up, price will go back up a bit, but just never know. Yeah, I think that for sure. Okay, so like the trend has been that people like just G everything like right at fucking reset. And then basically what happens is, later on when they all the Asian people wake up, they scoop everything up, they just buy everything. And then it happens again the same day. I mean, it does seem like the floor right now is holding at, oh yeah, it's getting dropped. I mean, like realistically speaking though, like at what point of time do these start to get scooped up, right? Like right now it's I don't even know honestly. Like what where when would you scoop these up? Like, I don't think they'll drop down lower than 2 to 3 mil, but I don't know if they'll stay at these current prices. Let me see the okay, people are listing their other ones. Maybe I need to relog. I'll try relogging. I mean, these are like 53. Anyone buy these yet? I mean, people are slowly starting to list these as well, right? I don't even know if this is worth it. Like at these current prices, I think they're still way too expensive. Hmm. Okay, I guess it appears that some of the raffle rewards got bugged for the weekly events because I didn't receive any of my weekly raffles, and it appears that a few other players have also gotten that bug as well. So not really sure what's happening there. Because as you guys can see, I was trying to claim it the whole time, and I was getting a lot of bugs. And then it says I've claimed it, right? But I didn't receive a lot of these rewards, like the CPAP one or um like even the Lotus and Damien one. So I don't know what's gonna happen. So I really don't know, but this is a pretty big problem. I mean, for now, I think that there's a slight chance that they're going to uh do some sort of fix because this is a pretty big bug. Like a lot of people didn't get their stuff, right? Like I didn't get any of my energy things. Um yeah. Honestly, I wanted to potential all the stuff right now, but I think that can't really do much about that. I don't want to really play anymore because what if they do like a fucking rollback or some shit? All right, I'm gonna call it today, guys. Thanks for watching the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Um, I'm hoping they fix this fucking bug because I'm kind of annoyed right now. But I'll catch you guys in the next one, guys. Peace out.